Welcome back to my humble channel, to which I hope you're subscribed. If not, there's an easy fix. This is my total rubbish 2001 Holden Vectra CD. CD stands for complete disaster. After a promising 6-ish weeks on Uber Carshare's platform, racking up about 12 bookings in that time, which is a stronger start than even my Barina, the car has completely itself and now has a very severe problem with the ECU that is going to cost more to fix than the car is worth. So instead, I've decided to creatively scrap it in the next 5 or 6 videos, testing out some things I would never do to cars I actually like, but I've always wanted to try. So to kick off, we're going to find out if WD-40 can be used as windscreen wiper fluid. Now, to make this heinous test as scientific as possible, I will be cleaning the windscreen before each test to try and keep things consistent. And the reason I want to try this is because you'll notice on a can of WD-40, on the front it'll say it stops squeaks, drives out moisture, and cleans and protects. All 3 of those things are relevant for windscreen wiper fluid. So I think we could be in with a chance. Got the windscreen covered in dirt with a little bit of water to make it stick. I'm going to see how many swipes it takes to clear it away. Not super scientific, but I'm just going to do what I can. Now you can see on the 3rd wipe, the Spalding logo has just become legible in the top corner of the screen, so I'm going to set that as the benchmark. After rinsing and drying the windscreen, I was ready for experiment number 2. For this next test, I'm going to be spraying the washers on for 1 second and then listening to the blades as they sweep across the glass. This is going to be a test of how quiet the blades are. Let's see how it sounds. No issues with noise here, so I dried the windscreen off and tried again without spray. Definitely room for some improvement. The last test on the list is visual clarity, basically just looking at what the spray does in terms of getting in the way of your vision, as well as if the wipers leave behind any kind of residue or film. As you'd expect, regular wiper fluid is fine in this department. I kind of more just did that as a control. I siphoned out what was left of the wiper fluid just to give the WD-40 a clean slate, of course saving a little to top up my coolant system, just like any good mechanic would. Alright, we're loaded up with the same amount of dirt again. Let's see if the WD-40 makes any difference at all. Or did I just waste $13 for no reason? For YouTube. A worthy cause. Again, using the Spalding logo as the benchmark, the WD-40 didn't get that clarity until the 4th wipe, meaning it lost round 1 to wiper fluid. Surely it would dominate in the noise reduction test though. But no, it ended up being way louder than regular wiper fluid in the wet test. Based on that, I was surprised by the results of the dry test. So it started off worse, but it's actually ended up improving. All I did was wipe the windscreen with a dry cloth, and it spread some of that residual WD-40 around the same way that it spread around the residual windscreen wiper wash in the previous test. You see these are running silently now. Finally, I compared the visual clarity from the two, and to nobody's surprise, the regular windscreen wash offered a much clearer view out the windscreen. Although to its credit, the WD-40 did make the wipers run a little faster. There you go, the results are in. Should you use WD-40 as windscreen wiper fluid? Only if you like to run your wipers dry for extended periods of time. As we saw, it made pretty much no difference in clearing the dirt away. It was louder at the beginning of the wet test and quieter in the dry test. And in terms of visual clarity, we can probably all agree it was worse. The foaming effect of the WD-40 does get in the way of your vision a little bit. One thing I've just noticed now at the end, rinsing off the glass, it's a little more hydrophobic than it would be without the coating. That kind of goes without saying. Obviously, one of the purposes of WD-40 is to prevent moisture buildup, so you can kind of imagine it works on this glass. It hasn't seemed to have left any sort of film or residue on the glass, so if I did feel the need to drive this car one more time, I probably could. If you've enjoyed this questionable video, make sure you're subscribed, as there are several more on the way. I'm yet to decide what the next one is, but I do have a list of ideas and I'll be picking from that. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon on this car. Cheers.